Today we're checking out this Bama Livewire TS with 2 custom tunes for the 2005 to 2010 Mustang GTs. If you're interested in unlocking horsepower gains, refining throttle response, clearing codes, or even monitoring real-time performance, all from a user-friendly device, then this tuner is definitely worth looking into. This Livewire TS Plus is going to be a major upgrade over a tuner that comes with just those preloaded generic tunes, because it's going to come with 2 free custom tunes that you're going to get when you purchase the device. It also enrolls you in the Bama Free Tunes for Life membership program. You're going to get a performance and a race tune that are custom designed for your exact setup by a Bama team of professionals. You just answer a few questions and tell them exactly what mods you have into your setup, and they prepare a custom tune file in just 2 to 3 days, and you apply it for the best possible results. And even better, when you add new parts, all you have to do is send them an email with an updated parts list, give them some information, and they will revise your tune and send you back a custom tune free of charge. These Free Tunes for Life are based on that lifetime membership that you have with the car that you have matched with the membership. This device features a 4-inch full-color touchscreen with ambient light sensors to adjust brightness automatically for day and nighttime visibility. You can load and switch between custom tunes, as well as read and clear diagnostic codes in trouble, and on top of that, it offers onboard monitoring and data logging with a built-in performance calculator for tracking your 0 to 60, quarter-mile times, and even more. It's even going to include this nice rear-view camera input for the added convenience of a multi-function 4-inch display mounted right to your dashboard. Designed as a durable 4-inch touchscreen device, this Livewire TS includes a windshield mount suction cup for secure in-car placement. Its responsive touchscreen interface makes tuning and diagnosing your car simple and intuitive right at your fingertips. Now when it comes to the pricing on this, it's coming in right around that mid $600 price range. So for a portable, feature-rich tuning tool that offers performance gains, diagnostics, and custom tuning in one package, it delivers excellent value, especially when you consider that you can pay a similar price for a tuner that doesn't come with those valuable custom tunes for life. The installation on this is very simple, rated just a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and you can get this installed in just 15 minutes of your time running with a custom tune. Now let's see exactly how this gets installed with a video from one of our American Muscle customers.
Alright, so I'm going to be showing you how you load up your tunes and how you install the update tuner and all that stuff. So first you want to go to scutflash.com. When you go there, you'll see the screen. You want to click Device Updater, and once you click that, it's going to ask where you want to install it. I already have it installed right there, as you can see. Once you open it up, it's going to automatically start installing the Device Updater. So I'm going to open that up for you, and then there you go. First thing you want to do when you have the device is check for updates. So right now, just checking to see what updates might be available for it. See, mine is completely up to date. Sometimes they don't come already updated, so that is fair warning there. Then you want to email your tuner. I have Bama. They asked me a couple information about the device and the vehicle. Once you send them all that, they'll ask what tunes you want. I asked for a 93 and an 87 octane tune. They sent here a list of disclaimers. Please make sure you read all of these, otherwise you might end up damaging something. So you can see here, very important, run the octane that your vehicle is tuned for. The minimum would be what the tune is for. Don't run anything under that. So you can see here, 87 and 93 tune. So you're going to download those, and they're going to come as a zip file. When we do that, you have to decompress them so you can load the files themselves. So you press the load files, it's going to start gathering information. So you can see there, I already have them installed on the device, but they would be here, or you would have to browse your files and locate them, or press locate tunes for it to be, automatic. Then you press add to device, and then you have them on the device themselves. So it's very easy, it's very user friendly. You have a bunch of other options here as well if you ever need help with anything else. And if you decide to, get a different vehicle, you can always purchase the remote unlock from here. So yeah, it's pretty easy, self-explanatory. If you have any questions, you can just email them and they'll be happy to give you the answers. So 07 Ford Mustang GT 5-speed. Got the LiveWire TS, the window mount, and then obviously the OBD2 connector, zip tie, and a screwdriver flathead. So I'm gonna go ahead and be putting this in. It's gonna be pretty easy on this car. Just gotta pop this panel out. Then I'm just gonna stick this down in here. I could go from the bottom, but I'm right here. And then connect this to the OBD2 port right down here. Throw all this wire in there and pull this panel out by hand. And with this one right there, completely out, but just enough that I can get to it. I might grab the wire, and I'm just going to squeeze it through best I can. A little bit extra in there, so have some room to play. Then I'm just going to take all this wire back in here, and I'm just going to use a zip tie, and I'm just going to grab it onto this piece of metal right here. So let me make sure I grab the cables. There we go. That part of the install is done. We can go ahead and just put this right back in there, and then like every S197, you just push it in with a little bit of encouragement. So you can see right there, cable is nice and routed, all hidden. You do want to wipe this down, but that's already pretty clean, so I'm just going to stick this right here, make sure it's stable. Then I can just put the tuner right there, down against the dash. Then all I gotta do is just turn it sideways, and then connect this HDMI cable, and there we go. Now you're gonna want to take your key and then just wait for it to load up. It's gonna take a second. Alright, I have mine set to go immediately to the gauges. Yours isn't gonna do that. It's a setting that you can do. There's pretty good options for these vehicles, so definitely take some time and go over all the settings, but this is what you're going to see normally. If you have your rear camera, you can press to open that up. You can have performance tests, vehicle functions, all that. But the one we're going to use right now is vehicle program. So street use, blah 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 blah, not for sale, California disclaimer and all that stuff. You can return your vehicle to stock tune at any point in time, so definitely don't worry about getting that lost or anything like that. Let's press continue. Getting the vehicle info. And then these are the tunes that are already loaded up. So we have the 93 and the 87. So I have the 93 already loaded up, so let's do the 87 real quick and see how that one works. Alright, so it's gonna go through all the stuff that you want, all the optional things here. So you can see I have mine set to run a little bit richer, and then if you have different axle ratio, all this other stuff that you need to change, the limiter, you can always change that, and I have mine set to ILF 590. I like a little bit lower, but as you can see here, this tune changes your rev limiter. It gives it about 175 more RPMs. You can change that, you can lower that. I tend to drive this thing pretty heavily, so I'm just gonna change that slightly. You don't have to do that. That's not gonna hurt you or anything like that. These tunes are very safe, but I like to keep mine a little lower. And then these are all just tune stuff that I've already put on there. So I put the fan to come on a little bit sooner. And then wide open spark, you can always change that as well. And then those are all optional things that you can have. So we'll go over this, you know, making sure that that's all right, all the stuff that you changed. And then you're gonna press continue. And now you're just gonna go ahead and wait. It's gonna check that everything's good on here. I was gonna tell you to turn the ignition off. Once you do that, it's gonna tell you to put it back on. It might make you do this once or twice, a couple of times, maybe depends on the vehicle and tune, but sometimes it's just one or twice. And then it's just gonna load everything up. Alright, so now it is downloading the tune. It doesn't take very long. I would say most would probably somewhere around 20 to 30 minutes, but I doubt it even take that. I have had this on the vehicle for a little bit, so I definitely would say yours does not come this dirty. So I was just gonna go over the codes real quick as well, making sure all that's cleared out and you don't have any issues with that. Now it's saying to turn it off one more time. Turn it back on. And there we go. It's all the way done. You're set on your new tune.
All right, that wraps up our review and install of the Bama Livewire TS Plus with 2 custom tunes for the 2005 to 2010 Mustang GTs. And for all things Mustang, keep it right here at American Muscle.